Hello everyone out there in the vinyl community, it's Lunacy here, doing a thread response for the Grecianthunders 300 Spacewalker thread. Been a little while since I've had a chance to do a thread response, but been watching a lot of the responses from his thread from everybody and really liking what I'm seeing, so I thought I'd kind of jump on the wagon here and show a little bit of the stuff that I got as well and what I was thinking about for the contest. Some of the questions were actually kind of hard for me. Let me just start by what's in the background real quick. I'm playing some Mad Season. Above. If you don't know who this is, it's lead singer from Alice in Chains. Did a side project. Good stuff. So anyway, let me go back to the contest. I actually had a little bit of trouble with this contest because, to be completely honest, space rock was completely new to me. I had no idea what it was. Hadn't really heard of it before. I actually had to do a little research to find out what it was, to be completely honest. So it's pretty new to me. But in his thread, Grecianthunders thread, he said anything that reminds you of space and rock. And so I picked a couple on the first question. For Andreas, man, I really like your videos. 300 people is a lot of people out there to be watching, and I am surprised it's not more. You have really great videos. They're funny. They make me laugh. We're actually from the exact same area, so you know I relate to a lot of stuff you say, and some of the bands you're talking about, I know them because I'm from the area as well. So it's good to watch your videos, and I'm glad you're doing so much, you know, having so many people watching, and hopefully there'll be 300 more and we'll be doing your 600 subs pretty soon and on from there. So congrats on that. I really couldn't happen to a nicer guy. So let me start. The first question was space rock stuff. So let me go cheesy with you here just for a little bit and just say, to be honest, I didn't know a lot of them. So I know that Pink Floyd is considered by some to be space rock, and since I really love Pink Floyd The Wall, I'll show it. This is what automatically came to mind. But let me show some of their stuff that reminds me of space. And I know it's not technically space rock, but reminds me of it. If you've ever heard The Sword, not all of their stuff, but this album, Warp Riders, it's basically about them. The whole song is a journey of the travels through space. And technically this is probably, what, heavy metal, hard rock, but I thought of it immediately when that question came out. It was the first thing that popped in my head as something that reminds me of space rock. Another one that jumped right out at me was Styx. Kilroy was here. You know, for some reason, I don't know if it's a lot of the synthesizer or what that made me think of it, but it just automatically made me think of space rock. And I know that this technically isn't classified as that. And, you know, actually, it's good that you did this thread, because I've actually been looking into a lot more of the space rock stuff and kind of enjoy quite a bit of it. Don't have it, but definitely want to start checking it out and getting some more of it. So in that aspect, I appreciate you doing that question. And I know a lot of my stuff is mainstream, and a lot of the stuff that I show is mainstream stuff, because as I've said on almost all my videos, I'm relatively new, you know, within a year of starting collecting vinyl, not music, but vinyl. So I'm just building those staples up first before I start getting into the obscure stuff and different genres that I don't have a lot of. So I didn't have a lot to choose from, so bear with me on that. The second question was a song to walk to, or walking. You said you walk a lot. I don't, as you can tell. I don't walk all that much, but when you said that, it made me think of a song, you know, a couple songs that I would, if I did walk, or if somebody was walking, I would listen to. One of them is, well, the one that I have to show is Cage the Elephant. And it's, the song, it was Shake Me Down. And it's kind of, I don't know what made me think of it. It's a slower-ish song for them. It just has a really good driving beat and, you know, good lyrics. Makes you think a little bit while you're out there in the open air, if not, you know, just walking and thinking about all kinds of stuff. I like to listen to it just hanging out too, so it just made me think of it. Another one that I don't have was Life by the Drop by Stevie Ray Vaughan. I don't have the vinyl of it. I do have the CD of it, but it just made me think of a good walking song, kind of mellow, relaxed thing that you could just walk to and, you know, not really have a care in the world, really. Even though the song is about other things, but it just made me think of it for some reason. So those are the songs I came off the top of my head for that. The bonus question, on the other hand, was for me, very easy. And it was the revenge, or if someone killed your family, what song would you be playing if you were getting revenge on that? And the album I picked, although mainstreamish, I think is fitting. At least it's fitting in my head. It's Rage Against the Machine. And ironically, there's a couple songs on here, but the second song on the first side, I don't know if you can see it, Killing in the Name, is a great revenge song. And I was just looking at the back, you know, I've heard this album a million times, and it made me think, the revenge, that's the song I would want playing for my revenge. And after it was done, after the deed was done, if you will, the last song, Freedom, if you've ever heard it, you'll understand. It's you know, obviously, like I said, it's pretty mainstream stuff, but those songs immediately jumped out into my head on what would be playing as a revenge song for me. So those are my entries into the 3 questions. I thought they were very good questions, especially the space rock bringing me into a new genre. Thank you, Andreas. Great stuff. Please keep those videos coming. Really enjoy watching them, and congrats on the 300. And we'll see you 600 and beyond.